Good morning, children. I am Ruchika, your English teacher. Children, today we will start a new lesson of LR, The Story of My Life, written by Helen Keller. The Story of My Life is an autobiography by activist Helen Keller in which she recounts her early experiences and education. The story is an inspirational account of the world of a blind and deaf girl and how she trumps over her disabilities, going to school and college, facing exams, and learning to enjoy the simple things in life. The beginning of Helen's life was simple. I came, I saw, I conquered. This Helen means through these lines, Helen wants to express the fact that she was a much loved child, especially as she was the firstborn in the family. She was the first baby, so each and every member of the family was eager to get her name. Helen's father had wanted to name her Mildred Campbell, after an ancestor whom he had a high regard for, while her mother wanted to name her after her mother, whose maiden name was Helen Everett. However, by the time they reached the church for the ceremony, her father lost the name, and when the minister asked him, he gave the name Helen Adams. Helen was an intelligent baby when she was 6 months old. Helen could say, "Howdy." One day she started saying tea very clearly. Even after her illness, she could recollect many of the words that she had learned as a baby like water. One day, when Helen's mother was giving her a bath, she was attracted by the flickering shadows of the leaves that were reflected on the bathroom floor. She got up from her mother's lap and walked towards the reflection to try and catch it. These happy days didn't last long. February was a dreary month in Helen's life. It was the month in which Helen was struck by an illness that left her deaf and blind. For her, it was a nightmarish experience. Helen was able to see and hear for the first 19 months of her life. In the initial months of after her illness, Helen either sat in her mother's lap or clung to her dress when she went about doing her household chores. She touched every object and observed every motion, thus enabling her to understand the outer world. She started communicating using sign language. A shake of her head meant no, and a nod yes. A pull meant come and push go. Her mother was of great help to her, and she turned her long dark nights into bright and good ones with her wisdom. She was always sent for when they had guests, and she waved her hand to them when they took their leave. But after some time, Helen started realizing that she was different from others. She noticed that sign language was not used by other people, but they used their lips to talk. She used to touch their lips and then hers. She could feel the difference, and sometimes she used to get so angry that she kicked and screamed till she got exhausted. Helen was a naughty girl. She used to kick her nurse Ella and dominated her cook's daughter, Martha Washington. Her sources of interest were the sheds where the corn was stored, the stable where horses were kept, and the yards where the cows were milled. Once she was saved from fire by her old nurse, Winnie. In this way, her mischiefs kept on increasing. By this time, she had found out the use of a key and locked her mother in the pantry for 3 hours. Her mother kept on pounding on the door while she sat outside on the steps and laughed. This was the naughtiest prank ever done by Helen, and Miss Sullivan was appointed as a teacher. But Helen locked even her and hid the key under the wardrobe in the hall. Miss Helen admits that Miss Sullivan's entry into her life was the most important day in her life. She realized that someone coming into her life and she waited in the porch. Helen heard approaching footsteps as she thought she was her mother, and then Helen gave a hug to her new teacher. That was the beginning of the transformation of her life. Miss Sullivan gave Helen a doll that had been sent by the little blind children of the Perkins Institution. She spelled out the word doll on Helen's hand. Then she immediately entrusted, though she didn't understood the meaning of the word. She learned to spell other words as well. One day, her teacher tried telling her that words had meanings, but Helen simply couldn't make the connection between spelling and meanings. In frustration, she threw down her new doll and broke it. Then her teacher took her outside and placed her hand under water pouring from a spout. While cool water was flowing on her hand, teacher spelled out water on her other hand. Then Helen suddenly understood the connection between the word and the cool liquid flowing over her hand. This realization woke her to the idea of the language. Then she became eager to learn the names of many things. Later that day, when she felt the broken bits of doll, Helen experienced regret for the first time. But that night she went to bed happy and eager to learn more words. Now she was no longer restricted to gestures. After this, Helen had a sense of satisfaction that the cause of her discomfort had been removed. She learned many new words. She didn't remember what they all were, but she knew that mother, father, sister, teacher were among them. Words that were to make the world blossom for her. That's the end of the lesson, children. And this is a summary of the lesson. Read the lesson again yourself. Underline the difficult words also. Thank you. Have a nice day.